Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this video I'm going to talk about how to fix many users is having an issue with Grounded 2 is not installing on the Xbox app or the Microsoft Store on the PC, and how we can fix this app. So let me directly get into this step. So I have already bought the game on my Steam account. As you can see, I bought it. So the game is available right now with good review. So in this video, I'm gonna demonstrate how we can fix this. So the first one is all about the step 1. We need to run gaming service repair tool. To do so, we just need to go over here on your Xbox account, go over here at the top. Now go to settings. Sorry, not so you can click over here, go to support. And there is an option called gaming service repair tool. So we need to go over here for the gaming service repair tool and go for start repair. Just go for yes. So what happens is it is actually a diagnostic method where it's going to cross-check the Xbox. If anything goes wrong within the Xbox, everything will be fixed from here. As you can see, once everything done, you'll be getting a check mark over here. And now once afterwards, you have to check with the Xbox whether you're having the trouble for the Grounded 2 on your Xbox. You can play the game with the Game Pass if you're having it, or you can buy it for this particular amount. Now, after this, we need to move to the second step. That is all about we need to log out and log in with the correct icon on the both Microsoft Store and make sure the date, time zone and region is correct. So you have to go over here. You have to do the same for both Xbox as well as on the Microsoft Store. So if you're on the Xbox, just go over here at the top and you have to sign out. Then you have to sign in back. So make sure the same account should be used for the Microsoft Store as well. So just go over here, search for the Microsoft Store, and you have to get into the Microsoft Store. If you're already signed in the Microsoft Store, you have to just click over here at the top. Then you have to just sign out. Then you have to log in back. While logging back, you have to make sure one thing. That is, you have to log in with the same details on the Microsoft Store on the Xbox as well. Both details on credentials should be the same. You have to log out and log in, then you have to check. Next one, it says we have to make sure the date, time zone and region are correct. So to do so, we just need to go over here, search for the settings. Now from here, navigate to the time and language. Now go for date and time. Make sure the time zone should be turned on. Time automatically should be turned on. And also the show date and time system tree should be turned on. And very importantly, if we expand this, you have to make sure one thing, you have to go over here, make now there is an option called sync now. So you have to sync it. Just click on the sync now, which will take a little bit of time. And also it is quite important, the region should be correct. So just go over here. So if we go over here, you have to select the country according to geography. For in my case, I'm actually from India. So I have to select the country according to India or my geography. So if you're from United States, select United States. If you're from United Kingdom, you have to select United Kingdom. Just select the appropriate country as per your need. And once the sync is successfully done, you have to close this and you have to move to the next step. Next step is all about we need to go to Microsoft Store library or downloads and try installing from it. So let me go over here at the Microsoft Store. Okay, now go to the Microsoft Store. Now go to the downloads. So if you have any kind of game, for example, we are having the trouble with the Ground 2. So if you're having the game Ground 2 here, you have to update it or install it from here. But if you're having any kind of pending updates and all those things over here, you just need to update the app. So right now, as you can see, all these are actually up to date. But if you find the Grounded 2 is having any kind of update, just install it from here. Or you can go to the downloads, and if you find the game, if I download it from Microsoft Store, I'll be having the game here. So you have to download it from here. And we have to check. Let's move to the next step. That is all about we need to run this particular command in the PowerShell. So we have two commands. So this is the first one, and we have to go to this one. So let me copy this particular command. Let me copy this, and I have to go over here, search for PowerShell. I have to go over here, search for the PowerShell. Then as administrator, go for yes. Now we need to go over here, expand this, and paste it. Now press enter. So as you can see, this would take a little bit of time. This has actually gone through a lot of process. So we need to wait this to get completely done. And once it's successfully completely done on your system, we can move to the next step. So it is it will take a little bit of time. So we need to wait for this. As you can see, it has to go through all these things. So let me minimize this and move to the next step. Next step is all about we need to delete Microsoft local cache files. To do so, we just need to go to this particular path over here. So that is C users, username, AppData, local packages. So let me go over here in the Microsoft on the file explorer of this PC. Now, I'll go over here on the local C. Once I get into local C, I have to go to users. Then I have to go to username. So admin. Then I have to go to AppData. So, So there is one mistake which I did. So we can go over here and check this. So this is what it looks like. I have get into the C, now go to users, and I get into admin because this is my username, but I don't find anything named AppData. So if we got stuck here, just go to view, go to show hidden items and enable this so you can see the AppData. Once you get into this, the AppData, you have to get to local and then packages. So get into local. Now with 2 packages, you'll be able to find here. If we go over here, you'll be able to find, go over here, you'll be find packages. Now inside the packages, you have to get into Microsoft Wing 8W key over here. So you'll be able to find over here somewhere else. You will be able to find WE. Into store. So keep scrolling down. You find over here somewhere else here. You'll be able to find it. Microsoft Windows Store. Okay, now we find it. Just get into this particular folder. Now over here, we have to find this and just delete it. We have to delete it. That's what we have to try. So just make sure one thing that you have to get it to the same folder. We get confused a lot here. Or let me do one thing. You can just copy this. Okay, I'll go over here, expand this. So just get it to this one. And over here, you'll be able to find block application. So just copy this one. Over here, you have to go to the search, paste the file. So that's going to take you to this. So this is Microsoft Windows Store, the same as it is. Now get into the folder named local cache and just go over here. You have to delete this. So delete it. Once you delete, you can move to the next step. Next one, we need to run WSRESET. So what I need to do is just go over here. I have to type WSRESET. Then just open this. Now a new Microsoft will be popping up. Now we have to check whether the issue is solved or not. Now from here you can play the game with Game Pass or you can purchase it with this particular amount. But we move to the next step. Like next step is all about we need to repair and reset both Xbox app and the Microsoft Store. So to do so, we just need to go over here, search for first Xbox. Now we have to right click over here and go to app setting. Within the app setting, you have to go over here. There is an option called repair. Just go for repair. You have to wait. Now, once the repairing is done, you have to go for reset as well. Just go for reset and you have to check. Go for reset. Now, once you go for the reset, it will also take a little bit of time. So once the reset is successfully done, you have to check. That might work in some cases as well. Now, afterwards, you have to launch the Xbox once again. Just go over here, search for the Xbox. Click on the Xbox once again. Now, once you logged into the Xbox, you have to sign in back. Maybe you might have logged out. So just signing back on your Xbox. That's very important. And once you sign in, you can just proceed further. You can just go over here and make sure that you're signed in over here. You can search for the game, Grounded 2. Now, once you get into the game, we can now play the game as from here. Or we have to do the same over here for the Microsoft Store as well. To do so, just go over here for the store. Now right click on the store, go to app setting. Now from here you have to scroll down. And there is an option called a repair. Just go for repair. That will take a little bit of time. Then you have to go for reset. Just go for reset. Just go for the reset. Once the reset is successfully done, as you can see, from here the Microsoft Store is gone. Now we have to open it once again. Just go over here, open your Microsoft Store. Now, after opening the Microsoft Store, you can launch the game and you can check. Next step is all about what we need to do is we just need to update the Microsoft Store. So just go over here and you have to go to first library, check if you're having any kind of pending updates or you can go to the downloads, then cross-check if you're having any kind of pending updates. Just update it. That is what you have to try. You have to update from here. If you're having any pending updates and all this, and just update everything. Once everything is done, you have to check. Make sure you install Xbox Identity Provider and Gaming Service. So I've been providing a link in this one, which will be taking you to this. So let me go over here to the Xbox Identity Provider. Now from here, as you can see, you have to download this. For me, in my case, it is already installed, so I don't have to install it. But if you don't have this, if you're trying to install it for the first time, just install it. Then you have to check with the game. Next step is all about we need to uninstall the remains of gaming service. So we have to copy this particular command. So let me copy this particular command. First, we need to uninstall the gaming service. So to uninstall it, we just need to go to the PowerShell, which is already done over here. So let me close this. Now we need to go over here, search for the PowerShell once again. Make sure that you run it as an administrator. Go for yes, and you have to expand this and paste, enter. Now it will take a little bit of time. Now go over here once again. Now we have to install the gaming service. Just go over here, copy this. Now we have to paste it once again, press enter. Now what happens is this is going to take a little bit of time and it is going to take you to the Microsoft Store like this. Now from here you have to keep on gaming service, which means we uninstall the gaming service and we are reinstalling it back. Now it will take a little bit of time, so we just need to wait for this. And once the installation is done, we have to check. Let me move to the next step. So next step is all about we need to start all these services in the service panel. To do so, first we need to go over here. So let me go to the services. Let me go over here. So I'll start with the first one, that is IP helper. Right, I think it is IP helper. So what I'll do is let me wait for this one to completely done. Now you can see first you have to go for IP helper. So just go over here, keep scrolling down, find IP helper, right click and go to the properties. Now as you can see, make sure it is automatic and the service status should be running and go for OK and you have to check. Next one is all about we have to go for Xbox Live Auth Manager and you have to go over here. Now we need to scroll down. And you have to keep scrolling down and navigate to Xbox Live Auth Manager. So go over here. Now we need to right click and go to the properties. Make sure the startup type is being set into automatic and the service status should be running and you have to check. Next one, Xbox Live Game Service. Copy this and you have to go over here. Now right click over here and go to the properties. Make sure it is being set into automatic. Go for apply. And now the service status is stopped, so you have to start it. Then you have to close this and you have to check. Next one, Xbox Live Networking Service. You have to copy this, go over here. And if you find it, right click and go to the properties. Make sure it is been set into automatic. Service status should be running and go for OK. Then you have to go to the next one, gaming service. So go over here, go at the top. Then you need to find gaming service. Now you have to right click, go to the properties. Now go over here, make sure it is up and running and you're fine with it. Next one, Windows Update. You have to find Windows Update. Just go over here, find the Windows Update. Now from here, you have to scroll down and navigate to Windows Update. Properties, go to automatic. You have to make sure it is running and go for OK. Now we need to go to Microsoft Install Service. Now we have to find the Microsoft Install Service. Now we need to find it. So the Microsoft Install Service, right click, go to the properties, make sure it is automatic and the service status is running and go for OK. And you have to close this. Now we need to type inetcpl.cpl. So just type here inetcpl.cpl. Just click on this one. Now from here, it will be popping up. Now go to the advanced. Now over here, scroll down. And you can see we have an option over here like this. Use TLS 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Make sure that you put a check on all these 4 boxes, 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and go for OK and you have to check. Next, try installing to C drive from all different drive. So to do so, just go over here on the Microsoft Store. So if you're on the Microsoft Store or if you're on the Xbox, whenever you are trying to download any kind of game, you can change the location of the game that you're trying to install it back. So whenever you are trying to download something, you can change the where you wanted to download it, you can change it. So make sure a habit that you have to change the location. So which means you should not be installing, either you can try installing it on B or you can just change it. Or you can try installing it back on any of those try. Both are fine. You can try wherever you wanted to and you can change it. Sometimes it might work for some reason, so that is why I recommend you can try the position where you're installing the game. So in most cases, most of the games will be either installed over here. So in my case, I have not yet installed on C. I used to install it on B and E. So you can try, if it only installed on C, try to install it back on D or E. Or you can just go over here to do settings. Now navigate to over here Windows Update. Now if you scroll down, you'll be able to see over here if you go to advanced options. Now if you scroll down, somewhere else you'll be able to see for, let me go back. Have to go over here, I think, for system. Scroll down, navigate to storage. Now if you scroll down, there is an option called advanced storage. Storage used on other device. When new content is saved, you have to select this. Now new apps will be saved into C. You can try either B or E, not C. If you're already in the C, you can try it for B or E and you have to check, because every game that you download will be saved into B or E. That might work in some cases. Next one is all about, we need to uninstall and reinstall both the Microsoft Store and Xbox app. So let me copy this particular one. So we need to copy this. And before that, we have to try this well. Run this particular command. So let me go over here, search for the PowerShell. Let me run it as an administrator. Now go for yes. So I'll paste it, press enter. Now I need to copy another one. That is this particular one after rebooting. Copy this. Now paste it, press enter. Now what happens is you have to do one thing, that you have to make sure one thing you have to do a restart. Parallelly, if you already have the Xbox, you can uninstall it, then you have to reinstall back. Similarly, if you're having the Microsoft Store, you have to uninstall the Microsoft Store and you have to reinstall it back. Then you have to check with the key. Next step is all about, we need to update the Windows to the latest version. It's using the media creation tool. So there will be a link to the Windows installation assistant over here. You can install the Windows 11 to the latest update using the video creation tool. Now from there you can download and install or update the Windows to the latest versions and you have to check. So these are the steps when it comes to how to fix the grounded 2 is not installing on the Xbox app or the Microsoft Store and how we can fix this. So let me directly get into a step. So these are the steps and I hope this video is helpful. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for all these native videos. That's it. Thank you guys. Bye.